Alright. Everything is going all the time. How are you already in the chat? I'm pretty sure you started typing before I even hit the streaming button. What deed did you do? Did you, like, buy stone forges? Anyhow, we're going to be playing Thalia Stompy because I never know what to do on Tuesdays, so I always just kind of default to this deck because it's very fast and also still very fun. I enjoy this deck even though I'm not the greatest at it. It has probably the worst record out of all of my various Taxes decks, but it burns through a league quick. It's very interesting getting used to like a more different concept than the traditional Death and Taxes variants. So I'm always down to kind of mess around with this shell. Especially because there's not really another deck I'm super interested in Modern between this and Black-White Taxes. I think this deck is, like, a lot stronger than Mono-White Taxes in a lot of matchups. In terms of, you're doing very similar things with Arbiters and Thalias. And I think this deck kind of does most of the stuff better. I've heard talk of people just playing Gemstone Caverns in normal Death and Taxes, just to try and aid that, turn 1 hate card. I can definitely see it, but stuff like Chalice of Void is actually picking up a lot of steam in terms of how powerful of a card it is, with stuff like KCI and even Infect starting to be more popular. Decent against... I guess it's probably not actually great against Storm, is it? Unless you put it on 2? You put it on 2 against Storm, and I think they're very hard pressed to win. But anyway, whatever. We'll just get going. Some competitive Modern leagues. I should really buy a Karn or something for this deck's sideboard. I've never updated the list after Spider's Face was like, hey, try out these Damping Spheres, and I basically never board them in, because I haven't played against Tron very frequently. But I think Karn is the traditional sideboard card of choice, because it's really good in grindy matchups, and a lot more easily castable than stuff like Gideon. I could see cutting them and then playing like a Gideon and something else instead. Alright. I think this person's name seems familiar. I have no idea what they're on. Alright, well we have turn 2 Thought Knot into like Displacer or Thalia. Sounds just very good. If we draw... Actually, I don't know what we could have drawn there to be super helpful. Windswept Heath pass. Doesn't really change my play, but... Don't know what they're on. So, Ponza is the most likely culprit. Hey, what's up, Spider Space? How's it going? Okay, no, Titan Shift, not Ponza. Well, double Thought Knot Seer is going to be pretty good against Titan Shift. Let's slam some Thought Knots. My opponent's hand is... Wow, 3 prime times. Become the Summoner's Pact. I could just take this Elder, honestly, and try to slow them down. Get to eventually just Thought Knotting everything with, like, the Displacer. They have 3 mana. If I take the Thought Knot, they actually have to, like, pact for another Tribe Elder or something like that. I think I'm fine taking this Elder here. We have a lot of time to get, like, Thought Knot. Although, with the Bolt in hand, this Displacer's hard to get online. Played my first Mirror in a long time today. I don't think I've ever even come close to the Mirror. Have I ever played normal Death and Taxes with this list? Maybe once. It doesn't look like it. Yeah. Doesn't sack. So they really want to not take this 4 damage, it looks like. They're just going to miss this land drop. We draw another THC. I could try to, like, bait out the bolts by playing a Heretic Cathar or something. I wonder if my opponent I think I'd love that trade, right? If they just blocked and then just dealt the damage so they could bolt it. They draw a card, I thought not them again. Let's just attack. I could of course just thought not to bolt. Yeah, my opponent's just going to fog. And we slam Thought Knot number 2. And they drew Bloodbraid Elf for their turn. Could just keep beating them down a bunch. Like, take the Bloodbraid Elf if they don't hit the 4th land. The issue is that, so I'm going to play this land, so the next turn I'll be able to displace or plus blink a Thought Knot. Which probably means I just take this Bolt. They're just never getting a Prime Time before they just die anyway. Played a lot versus regular D&T. Yeah, I've definitely never hit the actual... I don't think I've ever played against. Unless the meta changed it. Yeah, I can see... I'm still playing, like, a no Karns because I'm poor and don't want to buy Karns. But, like, the list seems pretty solid. I'm enjoying it. So we should attack them for 8. I can just play THC here. I actually play both Thalias, so if they have like a Bloodbraid into a non-creature spell, they can't cast it. And I can't play both Thalias. This thing does not... this thing is not an Eldrazi. Could play Displacer plus Thalia. THC is just lethal, right? The thing comes untapped? Yeah, never mind. We're just gonna do that. This just sits up lethal if they don't Bloodbraid into a Bolt. They Bloodbraid into a Summoner's Pact. Yeah, they're dead. Cool. I appreciate... yeah, they're dead. Appreciate the offer. That'd be pretty cool. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm still playing those Damping Spheres that you had me try out that one time, but they definitely feel like they should be basically any other card, because I only board them in against KCI, which is just an absurdly good matchup. But, like, these, like, 13-ish cards feel pretty good. I always forget, is there, like... I guess Thalia is decent against Titan Shift, right? Turns off prime times. What else is reasonable? Step 1 is what is bad. Dismembers aren't great. I guess Chalices aren't good, right? They only turn off Bolt. I think these are like the most reasonable cards for me to bring in, but even then, Cast Out's pretty loose. Tocatli's okay. Oh, okay, the stream was showing. Okay, I was wondering, because the stream wasn't on yet. I was like 10 or so seconds from hitting the start stream button, and you had already posted in the chat. I was confused. I figured that's what you did. You pulled the trigger on the Stone Forges. We are stomping some people, Static. Stomp Titan Shift game 1. I need to actually sideboard. I'm pretty close to just running back to 60, honestly. 60 is very good. No, Chalice sucks. Chalice is bad against Titan Shift. Tocatli is fine. It turns off, like, prime time. Although not particularly well, because of Valakut triggers, they can kill it, but you can play it like the turn before they hit 6 mana. You just have to like mess around with your Thought Knots versus the Tocatlis. This hand's probably good enough. It's a turn 3 Thought Knot, which is a little bit more loose. Just needs to get unban. Just yeah, at least you don't have to spec on the Marsh Flats, because those aren't going to spike with the unban. I need to buy Marsh Flats if it does get unbanned, and probably like some Fetid Heaths or something. Rework that mana base. Yeah, this hand's fine. RPT, you 5-0'd with the Esper deck. Oh, I was the weak link on my RPTQ team. I was playing red black and I did not carry hard. Although my team did not do that well either. We died. We died horribly. But yeah, life's pretty good. Enjoying just hanging out, playing various Thalia decks online. That's why I play. That's why I stick to Thalia formats. That's where I really shine. We'll lead with Temple in case we top deck another one. Would love to top deck a 2-drop here though. Like Leonardo with double Ghost Card would be nuts. Yeah, if you're gonna build Legacy DNT, that's what I said. I think I posted in the Discord. Is like, oh, if you buy Stoneforges and then it doesn't get unbanned, now you just build Legacy Death Taxes. You're fine. Yeah, exactly. Why would I play formats without Thalia when I could instead play formats with Thalia? Alright, so my opponent's ramping like crazy, so it doesn't look like we're going to survive, unless they only have, like, one payoff. Milled Lantern out, where you're, like, bridge locked, and you're just like, well, I have this Displacer and this, Thought-Knot's here. Might as well. Just gonna Bloodbraid me? Okay. Bloodbraid and a Search, that's pretty good. They're down on cards in hand. So hopefully... My plan is they only have one payoff, because that's like the only way I'm winning. Oh, nope, can't cast, and don't want to cast that. Tweak the build some more. Yeah, I'll take a look at it sometime. So my opponent has Summoner's Pact and Bloodbraid, so we're obviously going to take the Summoner's Pact. Pass the turn. Oh god. What happened to your message, Life is Bowling? Reason, stop spamming symbols, automated by Nightbot. Oh god. I don't know how Nightbot works. I'm sorry, Life is Bowling. I don't know how Nightbot works. I downloaded it a couple days ago to get, like, a function put in that I never bothered to do. But I'll deal with that in a second. Sorry about that. What did it... Does it just... I can't even see the messages if they're deleted? I don't know how this stuff works. Should turn off Nightbot or something. I'm no longer even pay attention to this game. Can't even Ghost Quarter my opponent here. Could almost Ghost Quarter... Although it doesn't even matter, right? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. I could just smusher them. Try to win that way. THC's not going to do a lot. Arbiter's not going to do a lot. Yeah. Dang it. Hang on. Let me, like, turn off Nightbot or something. Sorry. I'm sorry, Life is Bowling. What is wrong with you, Nightbot? How do I shut off Nightbot? Nightbot needs to cool it on the modding. Yeah, Nightbot. Exactly. Alright, default commands for Nightbot. How do I, tell it to chill? Alright, I don't care what they're... Nightbot needs to calm the fuck down, that's for sure. I just tell it to leave. Let's just get Nightbot to leave, I guess. Exclamation point Nightbot leave, it looks like. Because I don't really need it right now. If I ever get that function or whatever to work, then I'll try that out. Nightbot doesn't like to go bowling. Oh, geez. Nightbot timed out Life is Bowling for 600 seconds? How do I untime people out? I'm sorry, Life is Bowling, if you're out there. settings, mod tools. God, it's so hard to try and fix. This is why I need actual mods. I can't I can't do mod stuff and also play these games at the same time. Truckpod is back with the with the Thor quotes again, or the Thor references, I suppose. I don't even remember that. Is the Destroyer that like robot from the first one? Knowing that we can't really set up a lethal here. If only you had people, then you'd be happy to mod. I can just mod you, Spider-Space. You're a trustworthy individual. But in order to do any of this, I need to, like, get my shit settled down. Not to Kali's. Alright, let's crack Canopy in case we draw, Smasher. Nope. Hang on, we'll figure all this out in a second. My opponent will either, like, top deck something here or die. I'm sorry, life is bowling. I'll fix this somehow. I don't even know how to, like, unmute people. What do I want to draw? Escape Shift? One, two, three. Oh, my opponent just Search for Tomorrow? That shouldn't do anything, right? They have to pay like 7 mana for the Search for Tomorrow? That's fine, right? Unless they like Search for Tomorrow into the Escape Shift? I don't know. They can't bolt down my board, probably. Alright, yeah, they're dead. Cool, alright. I will fix everything. Alright, I can mod people, right? Modding people should be easy. Modding people is not easy. I don't even know how to do this crap. Manage moderation settings. Show messages caught by automod. Show moderation actions. God, this is so complicated. Isn't it like slash? I hope it. It might be like Is it exclamation points or slashes? I don't know how this stuff works. Let's try slash mod. Spider space. I don't know either. I haven't modded someone in so long. Right-click a name and chat. I thought I was doing that. All I get is like the ban to purge wheel. Yeah, I get like a ban to purge thing. I don't want to ban or purge you. Can I not right? Yeah, it's a normal click on the name and chat. Not right-click. Alright, I'm figuring it out. I can report you. I can mod user. Alright. Mod user. Spider Space has been modded, I think. Alright, now trying to find Life is Bowling. And we can normal click the name. How do I unpurge you? I can timeout, ban. I can mod Life is Bowling. Does that help me? How do I fix this? Free bowling 2K18. I can permit user to do things, which probably means that like Nazi bot won't like murder you next time. God. I'll get you out of muted purgatory. Life is bowling. I'm sorry. Or Spider Space will. I don't know. I can't figure out how to. I can permit you, but if it's too late now, right? How do I I guess I could just Google this, right? to untime out someone. This is the real content that people come to me for, is the troubleshooting. To clear a timeout, either use the unban command or overwrite the current timeout with a new 1-second one. Usage /timeout, username, seconds. Okay, so I can time out Life is Bowling for like 1 second to stop it? Spiderspace remove timeout on Life is Bowling. Spiderspace, you did it! You're you're my new favorite mod. I'm sorry about that, Life is Bowling. I'm gonna get rid of Nazi Bot in a second. Nazi Bot going mad with power. Preventing people from... yeah, sorry about the, not great content. So it looks like !Nightbot leave should work. I don't know how to make it tone down the Nazi settings, but... hang on, don't post anything yet. Too late. Alright. Now, we need Spiderspace to unmute you again. We've kicked Nightbot out of the channel because I don't know, Nightbot has too much power. Nightbot went mad with power. We need Spiderspace to unkill Life is Bowling again. And now it should work. In the meantime, recording Titan Shift. 5 games, we murdered Titan Shift. Cool. This is some fantastic content, yeah. I'm glad everyone is here to watch me struggle with the pains of Twitch and crazy bots. I don't even know how to, like... Nightbot needs to cool it. Alright. Hopefully Nightbot's dead. Hopefully we have slayed Nightbot. Spiderspace v Nightbot. You're not dead. You're good. Alright. You've posted a link successfully. And Nightbot did not murder you. Alright, we did it. Whew, thank God. We finally made it. Reported. Reported for posting links in chat. Alright, so what do we got here? Light and Shadow, Fire and Ice, Battle Skull. I agree that collection feels like the strongest potential for the main deck. Enjoy your... I've relieved Nightbot from its duties until further notice, when I can figure out how Nightbot works. At some point I was going to like I was gonna mod Yaz, because apparently Yaz knows how Nightbot works, and I was gonna get a Sharkfax command. I would like to play first. We have turn 1 Chalice. And turn 2 another Chalice. And turn 1 Chalice on the play in the blind. It's probably good enough. Anyway. Wait, is this 20 lands? It's gotta be missing something, right? This is 11 plus... This seems like not enough lands in this deck. This is me talking about the list that you posted. Life is Bowling, not like my deck or anything. 20 lands seems like a very small amount. Could probably afford to shave off some of the fluff. Like the... When the hell... Oh, nice. We get Chalice on... Oh, well, actually, Chalice on 1 on the play is pretty good against Tron some of the time. What's up? Alright, what am I playing here? I don't think I'm putting another Chalice on 1. Chalice on 2, if I eventually get there. Now Chalice on 2. I think we just pass. We can play Thalia. THC will be good. THC is good against Tron. My hope is that they're on normal Tron and not Eldrazi Tron, because normal Tron actually gets hurt by this Chalice. Eldrazi Tron plays Chalice. Probably just put Cavern on, like, Ape. Oh yeah, so yeah, anyway. Life is Bowling. This deck needs more lands, and can probably afford to shave off some of the fluff, like the Mirror Crusaders or the Thalias or the big Thalias and the Smashers and stuff. But like Legacy plays 23, thinking about 24 lands. Modern plays 23, I think. I play 23 in Eldron decks. You definitely want like minimum 22, 23 area. But other than that, it looks fine. I'm definitely going to want to test the awkwardness of having Leonin Arbor and Stoneforge in the same deck, but that's just something that's going to kind of come with the territory of playing the traditional mono-white versions with Stoneforge. Because you're leaning more on stuff like Leonin Arbiter, you kind of need it, but you also just has this inherent anti-synergy with a new really good card in your deck. So it's definitely like a good starting point. I would be playing a list very similar to this. I do like the equipment package. I think I'm going to be starting out trying exactly this. Batter Skull, Light and Shadow, Fire Ice. Other than that, it looks like a mono-white list I would probably be happy playing, with added a couple lands minus a couple, like, stuff. I don't know where my opponent went. Stupid Sandow versus Pyro today. Moon and Bridge. I had Riff on challenge on 0 through 3. Do they have any castable spells at that point? Do they even have like 8 lands to play a Bedlam Reveler? If Stoneforge Mystic gets some in. Yeah, I'm excited for Light and Shadow. I think Light and Shadow is a lot more main deckable than it is in Modern. Oh yeah, Moon makes sense because fetch lands get tapped for black. Light and Shadow in Modern seems sweet because like the best removal spells are like Push and Path and Bolt, but the +2/+2 can put a lot of your creatures out of the range of Bolt. And there's less exile. There's just more creature combat. Your stuff's dying more in this format. Things get bolted and die. So just the grind potential is really good by just buying back creatures a bunch. What is Isolation Tower? Oh, the Boggles Hedge. I think you could probably just play better cards than Isolation's Tower. So I don't know where my opponent went. Like you can, if you really want to beat stuff like Boggles, just play either Blessed Alliance or Settle the Wreckage. Is probably fine. Blessed Alliance if you really don't want to die. Sometimes you die before turn 4 and you just can't win. I want to play... Yeah, I was thinking about that. Stoneforge and a Bugler Shell. Okay, yeah, just random stuff. But yeah, it looks fine. I'm definitely going to be playing at least one Manriki as soon as Stoneforge gets unbanned, if it does. Because everyone will just be playing bad Stoneforge decks, myself included. So Manriki is just going to be automatically in everyone's sideboard. And then another equipment, like a Feast or Famine or something. I could see a War and Peace, maybe, to hedge against Jeskai, because their removal is like Bolt and Path. Although everyone probably goes up an artifact removal. Stony gets better against you because you have Aether Vials and his equipment now. So yeah, Kataki makes sense. Leonin Relic Warder makes sense to be playing in sideboards. But you kind of have to move a little bit away from Stony now that you have more stuff that your own Stonies turn off. But yeah, it's definitely a shell that I could see playing with some slight tweaks. 3 Takali, 2 Deck and Stone to play against humans is good. Yeah, I dig it. Oh, my opponent's back. Oh shit, am I gonna have to go more Katakis? This is Stoneforge versus the decks you want Stony for? That's a good question as well. I think it's like I would want Stoneforge in against like Affinity. But yeah, I think stuff like Kataki or even Leon and Relic Orders, kind of like weaker hate cards, are probably better. Or like weaker, like super good hate cards. I've always liked Stony enough. It's been good enough for me, but suddenly with Stoneforge Mystics in the deck, guess we just put this on Ape, right? Hope my opponent just doesn't have Natural Tron. Okay. Given power to take down Nightbot. Hey, I took down Nightbot. You just brought Life is Bowling back from the dead twice. Nightbot went crazy. Nightbot went mad with band power. It was quite a hectic 10 or so minutes. That's true, even if they have Natural Tron, they would only have the 5 mana. Hopefully I draw a land so I can Thought Knot them. Take like an O-Stone out of their hand. Opponent concedes. Sweet, we got him. Do you think 1 Kataki, 2 Relic Warders, or 2 Kataki, 1 Warder? It depends on how much... I think I'd rather be playing 2 Relic Warders for starters, just because I think you'll be playing against a bunch of other Stoneforge decks, and you'll want more Relic Warders to help in those matchups, or even like a Disenchant or something, not necessarily more Relic Warders, but stuff of that nature. Yeah. And I think moving forward, if you're losing to like Lantern and Affinity and stuff still, then you might want to go up to like the Katakis instead. The issue is now you're like weaker in the Eggs matchup, but you still have Thalia, which they can play through, and Rest in Peace, which they are worse against. So I guess you have Rest in Peace to hedge against Eggs. Yeah, exactly. Relic Order is where you're going to want to be to beat specifically these other Stoneforge decks, which are going to be everywhere, while still being good enough against Affinity to bring in. Obviously not as good as like a dedicated hate card like Kataki or Stony would be, but... alright, we actually get to bring in these Damping Spheres I was talking shit about. And also these Stony Silences. Maybe these Deccan Stones. We'll see. Dismember is probably the worst card in my deck, along with Copter. Very close to being on Revoker Stoneforge. Yeah, definitely. Or even like Pithing. Yeah, not specifically for this deck, but obviously you'd want Revoke over Pithing Needle. But July 2nd, I think, is the ban list update. That's next Monday, I believe. Can you do the Flicker trick with Relic? Yeah, you can. You can like have a Vial on 3, cast Relic Warder, trigger on the stack, activate Flicker Wisp, target it. Their thing goes away forever, and then it comes back in and takes out another thing. Or with like Eldrazi Displacer and such. What else am I cutting? I'm on the draw, so Cavern's fine. I guess I could just like not bring in these Deccan Stones because they're only good against stuff like Wormcoil. I think we're just fine like this. Which we can fight Wormcoil with like Displacers or Cast Out. Bring back. I miss Mangara. I really do. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like, there are a couple hate cards that are like they're sweet in M19, but they're definitely overhyped. All right, we have turn 1 Stony if they play a map, or turn 1 Chalice, and we have Thalia and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Alpine Moon's like really, it's kind of an odd card. All right, so they have map, so we can just turn 1 Stony it. Take that, Expedition map. Oh no, we didn't have a chance to Chalice that. And so next turn we just Chalice up 1, probably. I wonder if MTG bot's not updated with M19 until it comes out. I don't know how that stuff works. I mean, just can't be Chalice on one. It's probably better than Thalia here. Oh. Oh, okay. There's a different command for Spoiler. That's interesting. Yeah, I think we just played Chalice here. Wait, do we play Chalice? It only turns off Stirrings, right? Because Stony already turns off the rest of their 1-drops. I could just jam Thalia instead. Chalice already turns off... It just turns off... It turns off all of Tron, because it loses its name, I think. Or it loses, like, the type. Urza lands have the type. See, it's land Urza's Power Plant. So it loses this Urza's Power Plant subtype on the land. So it doesn't activate Tron. So it'll turn it all off. Anyway, we'll play Thalia. Yeah. Chalice is only good against more Stirrings, and they already played 1, so... Oh. Immediate. The immediate punish. They found a mine. Oh, they have Tron. That's not good. That's also not good. We wanted to draw a colorless land there. Mismatched Rising Canopies. Doesn't it, like, make it rainbow mana? Doesn't it? It doesn't give it a waste, right? Lands your opponent's control chosen, letting him lose all lands in true type and gain... Add 1 mana of any color. Yeah, it turns them into rainbow lands, so it's not good against just generic lands. It's only good against lands with secondary effects. I think we're going to die here. My opponent's just going to have 8 mana next turn. Do I play a Displacer, or do I save the Spirit Guide to try to Thought Knot them? I think I just have to jam more creatures. At least my opponent can't play, like, Ugin. They have to play Karn. Which is still horrible for me. Play, like, a Thragtusk? Sure. I can't beat that either. Alright. We might be dead. Yeah. I almost see it as better in Legacy than in Modern. Yeah, stick with Blood Boons. They're fine. Because you could name, if you're losing to, like, the Punishing Fires, you can name Grove of the Burn Willows. First Tron is the only place where it's better than Needle. And if you're in red, you could play, yeah, just Blood Moon or Land Destruction. Yeah, it's not great. I can see it better against, in Legacy, where it's beats, like, Depths, and they have, like, another Thragtusk or something. I'm totally drawing a blank. Depths and Grove of the Burn Willows, like I was talking about. I'm sure some other cards. Sure. It does literally nothing. I mean, I can't race this Thragtusk right now. Yeah. Sometimes, like, especially if you're on the draw, sometimes you'll just, like, your moon will do nothing. They'll play Karn first. Let's find Blue Red Storms. Yeah, Blue Red Storm is a sweet deck. Do I crack this to draw a card? I mean, I think I'm just dead here regardless. I think I might as well draw a card, since we're not even close to guaranteed it. No, if I draw a card, I don't get the planes. Never mind, yeah. We'll get the planes. Actually, we'll get the waste. Just in case we somehow draw 2 basic planes before we find some more lands. Oh, well, we found a colorless land. Would Gender just get played over Damage here? That's the other question. Yeah, but, I mean, it coincides better with Jun's strategy if their plan is, like, curve out with Tarmogoyf into, like, Lily or something to try and beat them down. But yeah, because, like, you have to play Damage Spirit before you play the Tarmogoyf, and that just slows you down a bunch. First strike damage can happen. Then we'll blink Thalia. It's just like Ulamog or something. Karn, sure. What do they get to find? So like a Worm Coil engine. Did you grab Ulamog? Wow, they're not messing around. Let's minus this on my displacer. On the Stony, maybe? Yeah. Alright. Go to game 3 here. Oh yeah, the Ignite Memories deck you were talking about. I don't even... Is Volcanic Awakening like the draw? I thought that was the draw X card. My... Oh no, it's a Time Spiral card. It's different. Stone Rain Storm. I did not know that card existed. That's a sweet card. So my opponent's Thragtusk. Does that change my plan at all? Probably not. Deck and Stone and Dismember are just still not great against Thragtusk. Takali is not great. I think we just run it back. We're better off on the play. If we were on the play that game, it would have just been over very quickly. We'd have just chalised on one into Stony. They would have never got to cast like 2 Ancient Stirrings and stuff. Until you looked up every card with Storm. There's some weird ones, that's for sure. Wing Shards. There's the green one that like makes a 4/4 or whatever. Alright, I would like to play first. Oh, I should have probably cut a Gemstone Caverns or something. This hand's not good enough against Tron. We don't even have like the colorless. If this was like a Plains, it'd be okay, because I could turn 2 Arbiter, turn 3 Thought Knot. It'd be very, very good. But I think as it sits, just turn 3 Thought Knot's not good enough. On the draw, this hand would be amazing, because it's Gemstone Caverns. I probably missed your favorite one. I don't have a very good knowledge of random Storm cards. Alright, this hand's fine. We have... Ugh. A little awkward. Oh, okay, Bitter Ordeal. I do actually know Bitter Ordeal. Gravestorm. Ooh, the shark. I didn't see that she put up that shark when she was in here. We have to put this cavern on, like, Cat, which is really awkward, but then we get turn 1 Arbiter, turn 2 Arbiter, which is really good. Have to bottom that. Arbiter into Arbiter is a pretty good start. Pretty good plan here. Ooh, we just drew a white source. So Arbiter into Thalia is probably better now. It taxes their future spells. So they can't cast like a Sylvan. I guess they couldn't cast Sylvan Spring anyway, but cost them 2 mana to play Ancient Stirrings and whatnot. Oh no. Please don't just natural Tron me, opponent. I'd be a little bummed. Alright. Double star. I think we just keep slamming stuff and hope my opponent can't wrath me anytime soon. We draw a land or a Spirit Guide, we can then Smasher my opponent and attack for 11. Please don't tower me. Oh, thank God. Alright, I can't actually search. Oh well. I think I'm more favored here than my opponent is. Does my opponent have a plan? Oh, my opponent is just... Their plan is to play Urza's Tower. And then, like, O-Stone me. Yep. So we're going to put them to 2. And we need to just draw running lands for this Smasher now. To kill them. Or draw Stony. Stony would be excellent. Opponent might have, like, a Nature's Claim in their hand. They have been sitting on these stars for quite a while with just and never cracking them. But why would they not crack at least one? Imagine they're waiting on a natural state or nature's claim or something to blow up a Stony if I draw it. So we really just want Eldrazi Temple into land. Ooh, that is also a good draw. I'll take that. I think I have to let them search a basic, though, which is really awkward. Oh, no, they can't search. They only have 3 mana. This Ghost Quarter. Sick. Yeah, this is fine. I'm going to take the damage before I Ghost Quarter in case they have a Dismember or something. Although they would die if they had that. Like a Warping Whale. There we go. Spatial Contortion. They're still dead next turn. And I get to just strip mine them, so unless they have another land, then they just die. So do I take down the power plant? Or take down the tower? I know it's like the age-old never take down the power plant or whatever. Or never take down the tower, because they have to use the other lands. But they play the tower last, so it's definitely reasonable. I mean, this is fine. I'm never right. I'm going to pick the wrong one no matter which one I hit. What do you think, chat? You guys have a preference on which one I snipe? I think it's just the power plant. They played that one second. So you usually hit the one that they play last. Take down the whiteboard one. That's fair. I can get behind that one, Chilov. Just snipe the whiteboard one. Give them what's what. All right, I'm in. I'm in for that. That's a good line. I can respect that one. Make everything look decent. They're going to have the second mine in hand, we'll die, but we'll go out with dignity. Alright, I'll have 6. I don't have anything to do here. They have another mine. Really rub it in my face. Oh, nice! Oh, God, we dodged a bullet. I was going to go for the power. I was talking about it. And I knew it was the wrong decision because I never make the correct decision in that scenario. I will always hit the wrong Tron land. Thank you, child. I will never hit the correct Tron land in that scenario. I will always be wrong. Should have cracked the star before play. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because if they had cracked the star and then drawn the mine, then they would have had 5 mana to plop the O-Stone and survive. Makes a lot of sense. Anyhow, I need to record this. We got him. Where's Mono Green Tron? I played against it like once, right? Yeah, or twice it looks like. Now 3 times. 9 games, 5 and 4. Storm deck looks sweet. Life is bowling. I really enjoy Volcanic Awakening as a card. It really speaks to me on the level of someone that loves to just wasteland all of my opponent's lands away. Each turn I try keeping up a turn. Each turn you draw the missing land. Yeah, that happened. That actually, a very similar thing happened at a team tournament we went to, where I was on Legacy, and my friend was playing Modern, and he was on, I think he was on Eldrazi Tron at the time, and he was playing as Green-White Tron, and for 3 straight turns, he found like Exhibition Mat for Ghost Quarter and hit this mine, and for 3 straight turns his opponent just drew the mine off the top of the deck. It was the most infuriating thing. Exactly like that. God. I mean, they say that like Tron players look sack more than the average human being. Sometimes it really makes you feel like that's true. But in reality, their deck has a very high innate power level. All right, we have turn 1 Thalia into turn 2 Thought-Knot. So I'm down for this hand. We need Gemstone Cavern's Pitch Dismember. No problem, draws the mine. Obliterate into bitter. Wait, is Obliterate the destroy like basically all permanents? Take all of lands out of their deck and play. So this, we'll pitch a Dismember. We likely don't need 2. We can even Dismember like a bird if they're on that sort of deck, which it kind of looks like they are. In which case this Thalia is really bad. Oh, they're just on elves? I think I'm supposed to Dismember this anyway? Just for mana efficiency's sake? And to slow them down? Because if I don't Dismember then I'm just like, I'm not going to Dismember for a good while. Unfortunately, this Thalia is not an Arbiter. Thalia does very close to nothing in this matchup, but we have Thought-Knot to Thought-Knot after that. Nice 2-2 opponent. Making the coolest cube. Does it have a theme, or is it just like sweet cards, cubes? Archer and Shaman of the pack. We will take... Oh, my opponent concedes. We got him! Mirage block cube. Oh, nice. Sounds pretty sweet. I'm not familiar with a lot of cards in Mirage, because it was like a million years ago, but... Sounds sweet. I do love themed cubes. Anyway, elves is what my opponent is on. Is Takali good in this matchup? It turns off, like, Shaman and Dwynen's Elite. Yeah. Everybody knows that Tron decks are the biggest luck sackers. I don't know. Worship's probably not worth it because they have Shamans. Shaman of the pack. I guess, like, maybe, like, I could, like, assemble the Tocatli Worship lock. Because they probably are just on, like, Rex Sages or something. So stuff like this. Worship goes, Rex Sage answers it. Yeah. So if you have, like, Tocatli plus Worship, you get, like, the humans lock against them. We'll look at something like this, see how it looks out. Thalia sucks. Oh yeah, Natural Order is, like, Visions or some nonsense. Mismatch for substitute. Don't judge me. I also have, like, 2 foil chalices and 2 non-foils. And, like, I think one of these canopies is a foil. Or, like, 2 of them, and then this one's non-foil. Yeah, then this one's EMA. Don't judge me. Get out of here. I need to finish sideboarding. 3 cards. Copters are probably not great. Or I guess like Smasher is probably worse than Copter. Because the ground gets really clogged up, and some of the ways I win is like assemble a lock, like with Tocatli plus Worship, and then kill them in the air. So that might be a reasonable idea. Yeah, we'll go for that. Take out one of the gemstones and draw the... Okay, I can see that too. Let's cut some gemstones. I am on the draw, so gemstone's better. Give gemstone again. No, we're on the draw. We won. So gemstones. So gemstone is fine. What am I pitching to this gemstone? Displacer or Plains? I think it might be Plains and just getting lucky. Although Displacer technically doesn't have a colorless source right now. I will keep this. I think it's going to be Plains, honestly. Vampiric Tutor for Tika's Dragon. God knows what Tika's Dragon does. I guess Displacer's not very good, though, right? in this matchup in general. I just kind of want better cards. It's tough. We'll pitch Plains. Might be wrong. 9-drop. Artifact. Flying Trample. Rampage 4. I think I just fire off these dismembers willy-nilly. Yeah, it's really big and very hard to block. Oh, beyond the first? I guess it's not super hard, but you can't stack block it, or it will just murder you. Please crack your Wooded Foothills. Dang. They saw the line. I super don't fire them off willy-nilly. Maybe we die. My thought process was that this Null Sentinel actually just stonewalls, like, what my plan was, which was just to hit them with 2/2s. Oh no, they can fetch twice. Okay, you're naming all these cards that, in my mind, literally do not exist. We're almost to the Smasher, we just need a colorless source. I could actually, deck and stone 2 Elvish Mystics, technically. But my opponent only has 2 cards in hand, so I think they're just running out of gas. That's fair. I could just save it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I just don't want to let them draw 2 cards and exchange these Elvish Mystics in. So I think their cards just kind of suck right now. It takes controls of dragons. Some fucking nonsense. I need to look at some old Mirage block cards. Nettle Sentinel, sure. Yeah, Archdruid. Alright, so we're gonna deck and stone the shit out of that. Wonder if I don't... Do I want them to trade here? Probably, because I can just smasher them. Set up lethal. Yeah, and I have a blink on this Displacer or something if I need it. I think I'm okay with this trade. Yeah. Chaos Sphere. World enchantment. Creatures with flying can only block creatures with flying. Creatures without flying have reach. So basically it makes all cards with flying not have flying. And gives all creatures without flying flying. Essentially. I haven't bothered tapping down one of the things by taking a damage here. Probably not. I could just smusher them. Yeah, I think I just smashed them. Good Chalice on one. Wait, my opponent's casting like a Coco in my draw step? Or like a Cord for 3? I don't know what they're cording for. Oh, they're Magusing me. Interesting. Didn't expect that. I guess now I'm chalicing for 1. Could chalice for 2, but that doesn't do anything. My opponent's deck is primarily 1-drops. need to draw like my one of basic planes to kill them. Maggot. I guess maybe I should have been tipped off by the Magus with the Stomping Ground, but I was kind of thinking, ooh, I'm not dead, right? 2, 4. Oh, I am actually dead. That's. Oh no, I'm at 1. Opponent smartly leaving a card back, an Elvish Mystic back, because there's no reason to go in with everything because it's not lethal. And if I draw a basic waste, they would just die on the spot. That's the thing that turns all your lands into waste or into strip mines. I think we're dead here. Yeah, basic waste is the only draw. Yeah, Chalice does nothing. Man, this Magus the Moon is kind of a bummer. We're literally about to smash her them. Yeah, I could see Army Ants being if you're ahead, that card just like crushes your opponent to the dust. All right, well, we lost game 2 to the surprise Magus. So now we're on the play. I think we can cut like caverns for more smashers. Or should we get there too? And that gave me to pick a play. Aggro or control and ended up somewhere in between. I think I went like pre-aggro. Was there a turn that I like didn't? It didn't like just jam with everything. Is there like a turn that I missed out on getting in some damage? I played really aggressively because my plan, because I like dismembered the 2/2 on turn 1 to try to hit in with Arbiter more. The Deck and Stone turn would have gotten there with your lines, I think. Like, Deck and Stoning their 2/1/1s instead of the Arch Druid. Maybe that's fair. Submit this. It'd be definitely interesting to go back and look at and see what would have played out. I mean, I guess because they wouldn't have had nearly as much to chord with. This hand is almost good, but actually horrible. Then I have 5 seconds more control. I think I was planning on saving it. Like you didn't pressure me into saving the Deck and Stone. I don't think I was gonna fire it off anyway. I didn't think the value of killing 2 Mystics was even worth it because I just give them 2 cards to draw to find their powerful cards in the matchup. God, this hand sucks. It's got nothing but Dismember. Is there better? I mean, I guess there are much better 5s. Like, if there's a 5 with a turn 1 Chalice, it's nuts. I think I just have to ship this again. Yeah, well, this hand's okay. Dismember into turn 2 Thought Knot. About as good as I can... Yep. Alright, Dismember into turn 2 Chalice on 1 into Thought Knot is also pretty good. I'll take it. I think I just dismember anything they play here, almost. Maybe I don't. According to the Gospel of Spider Space, I'm supposed to save this. Which maybe I am, because I'm just gonna put a Chalice on 1 next turn, and then I can dismember plus Thought Knot the following turn, so I'm not exactly tight on my mana. This Chalice turns off all their 1s. If they play like an Archer here, I just Thought Knot into Dismember. Oh no, they have the Cavern. They play Archer here, it's whatever, sure. Ooh, Deck and Stone's an excellent draw as well. TKS. I mean, I guess I take this other Archdruid. We have a Deck and Stone for their next big thing. They don't really have anything right now. But they can just land Orbs into Dwynen's Elite, and I can't attack anymore. Ooh, they're not. At least we get a punch in. Ooh, excellent. We get multiple punches in. This Cavernous Holes was a real bummer, though. Man. What a miserable Chalice of the Void. What's up, OG Hambone? How's it going? So I can Deck and Stone and, what, kill 2 Mystics or something? My opponent gets to attack me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually not a lot. I can attack them for 7 first. My opponent could also just attack me for not 7 and hold back some chump blockers, but if we hit another land, we can worship them. I think I just smash here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So even if they have a Lord, I'm not dead. Yeah, we're just gonna smash. Get aggressive. I'm doing pretty well. We're 2-0 right now. We're game 3 against Elves. It's looking not great. Definitely looking winnable. Reveals Land War Elves, still comes in tapped, so that's good. Because that means they don't have anything now. So if we can nail this worship, we can formulate a plan. Yeah, opponent leaves back chump blockers here. Opponent leaving back. Opponent deciding whether or not they want to attack at all. They're leaving back enough to, like, stack block this Thought Knot or something. Interesting. Modern bet. I want to build modern deck, but I don't want to invest super hard, so I don't know if I'll ever get in. That's a rough point. Trying to, like, biting the bullet, getting into modern is definitely a tough sell. So if I Deck and Stone this Dwynen's Elite, my opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4 power in play. If I just attack with Thalia, first strike, I can still die, but then I lose the Thalia. They lose 2 creatures, then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power in play. 2 of which I can actually Deck and Stone away. I like going, yeah. I was thinking just go with Thalia. If they want to trade, they lose like their Dwynen's Elite and like a Visionary. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, it depends on what the budget is. If people have all sorts of range. Do you have any recommendations for a budget deck? I don't know. What do you like to play? I mean, there are a lot of like decks that you can play reasonably on a budget, but it depends on what you enjoy doing. Yeah, that is also a fair childless. Depends on what the budget is, because budget means a lot of different things to different people. I think do I play this worship just for mana efficiency purposes? Possibly just because I want to die. Yeah, blue-red. Oh, geez. Opponent stack blocking like crazy. We'll kill the Dwynens and the Visionary. We can leave the Mystics and the Land Wars in play because we can actually kill 2 of them with a Deck and Stone if we want to. Or the Elf Warrior, they wouldn't even get a clue, so we'll just kill like that. But yeah, Fetchel Storm's fine as a budget deck. Is Taxes, is like Mono White Taxes still a budget deck at this point? I think the only expensive card's Aether Vial, right? But Aether Vials are like $50 a pop or something. I like mid-range, it's hard to explain much. I feel ya. So, mid-rangey decks. I'd say there's a I'd have to like look into how expensive Death and Taxes is nowadays. I guess it's more expensive if you're playing Eldrazi versions, but isn't particularly necessary. I guess I just play out this worship. Black-white. Yeah, black-white tokens, that's a good one. Very, very grindy. stuff like Lingering Souls and whatever the white card is. Spectral Procession. And you can build it into like a more black-white control-y sort of deck as you slowly get funds and stuff. You can trade for Planeswalker and stuff. Black-white tokens is a good deck to start out with if you're going down that path, because they released a modern event deck a while back. So if anyone in your area had or has that, it came out like a couple of years ago, I think. But some people just will have these cards lying around because this deck came out. Yeah. So I can't really attack. I can deck us only 2 guys away, but we're just kind of standing here awkwardly. We want to find a Tocatli to try and seal the deal in terms of not dying. Another TKS. I could draw them into an instant, that would be bad, but... According to Rex Age, yes, I would be... I kind of want to attack with this Thought Knot, right? I get to kill... They have 4 things left, and then I could Thought Knot their card unless they draw a Company or a Chord. I'd play blue, huh? Yeah, blue's a tricky color in Modern because it's typically pretty expensive, because most of the blue decks are like Cryptic Command decks or something. Merfolk, maybe? Not quite a mid-range deck. I don't even know how expensive it is nowadays. And also, blue's like not really a... Or not blue. Merfolk's not really a blue deck by most senses of the word. I'm just fetching right now. Aggressive. I'll attack. Opponent stack blocks with their whole board. We will kill the Dwynens and the Elvish Mystics. No, we'll kill the white bordered ones. Better than literally nothing. Yeah, Mono Blue... Aw, man, they drew another Dwynen's Elite? That's annoying. I can deck and stone 3 Elf Warriors, and then they can only trade with me? But I don't really get in a good attack here. Might as well sit behind this Worship until I find something better. Like, if I draw Smasher at this point, it'll be really good. Revoker. I'm gonna revoke, Displacer, I guess? Is that the only activated ability in my deck? Assuming it's Spirit Guide, I suppose. Yeah. Going to the GB in Pittsburgh. 3 bucks. Oh, hold lands in case of Copter. Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, it doesn't matter a lot, because if I draw Copter, I'm pretty guaranteed to win because of... Opponent doesn't. Totally forgot about the Chalice. Because the Copter will just kill them in 3 turns, but... Yeah, I understand. Ooh, Smusher. So, if I deck and stone 3 Elf Warriors and then Smusher them, they have to block with, like, Revoker, Dwynen's Elite, and Elvish Mystic to kill it. So that's probably fine. And then I just have a Thought Knot versus their 1 Elvish Mystic. So they have to stack block. They just take it. Wow. I guess their plan is they're not going to win if they just stack block, so they have to like draw a Lord or something. I'm I'm a little scared if they keep a card in their hand. Because it might be like Cord for Archdruid. Even then, Smusher's a fine attack. Cord for Ezri. They can't pump. I think I just have to attack with Smasher and hope they don't have like a Cord or something. Even if they do... So Coco? Alright. A Coco is more beatable. Alright, they found an Archdruid. And a Dwynen's Lead. Alright, this isn't good. My Smusher's now dead. But it means my Copters are alive for just lethal. Elves. Is Elves budget? I have no idea. It's probably pretty cheap. If you're not playing, if you don't have to play like Caverns and stuff. And you don't have to play splashing a million colors. You can just play like opponent says they click through blocks. Rough beats. They are now dead. I hate my life. I couldn't lost this game. They definitely could have lost this game still. They had to beat this warship. Opponent clicked through blocks, so they didn't clear blocks. Now they're just dead to the Smasher. I mean, I'm not like my only other option is to concede to them. Like I can't give them any leeway here. This is the old MTGO kill. My condolences to the opponent, but they definitely... I felt like I was pretty decent here. Like, they needed to find a Rex Sage or something to beat this warship. Coco and Cords are probably 140 amount. This game was not over at all. Yeah, exactly. This game was not over. If I found Copter, they were dead. If I found Tocatli, I think they were guaranteed dead. Because they couldn't beat Warship with Tocatli in play. El's opponent was quite far behind. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, they were... I mean, they traded their Smasher, and we're both just top decking, but I think I just have more top decks than they do. They weren't dead. They aren't just free winning. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the opponent's on about. Yeah, they don't know Tocatli's in my deck, to be fair. They're probably like, alright, so we kill the Smasher, and my board's big enough that, like, I basically win anyway. Or, like, I basically I'm fine on board. But then they need to draw, like, they're drawing towards Coco or Cord for Rex Sage at that point. Versus me drawing to Copter for lethal or Tocatli to basically win the game on the spot until I find Copter. I mean, they have as many draws as I have, essentially. It's just a matter of who top decks better at this point. And I think they might be a little more favored in the top deck war since they have, assuming they have Rex Sage in their deck, which they probably do because I'm a Chalice deck. They have to draw Cord, Coco, Rex Sage, yeah, or they have to like drain me twice. Oh no, they only drain me once because they punched me down to 1 with the Warship in play. Shot, yeah. Tocatli Honor Guard is a 1/3 with the Torpor Orb effect. Creatures entering the battlefield don't activate abilities. Yeah, creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. 1/3 for 2. If you're familiar with Torpor Orb, which some I've seen Eldrazi-tron started sideboarding it for like the humans matchup and such. Displacer, Copter, Tocatli, second Warship, and removal are great. Displacer's not great. They have a Revoker on Displacer, which they can keep around because of how they Coco'd into whatever it's called. Archdruid. But yeah, if we have Tocatli or Copter, we immediately win the game. If we have second Warship, we stall for even longer and then possibly win the game. Although no, second Warship by itself doesn't win. It just beats Rex Sage. They just have to find Tocatli at that, or they have to find Shaman of the Pack at that point. Removal's okay. Dismember's probably not great because I'm basically going to 1 on board. Because I just go back to the actual game. His opponent, like, waiting for me to concede or reply to that. I don't enjoy replying to, like, I understand my opponent's probably, like, really bummed about this, but I don't like interaction with people that, like, that lost because of Moto. Like, I'm not gonna concede because they died to Moto, but I feel bad. I do feel bad for my opponent. Like, I would concede if I was dead on board. If they had Coco'd into something. Okay, no, they're just dead. Cool. Like, if I was dead on board, but my opponent like misclicked or something, and I was completely dead right to knowing I would win the game, I'd concede something like that. But the game was very much still on, and like, sorry, opponent, clicking through the blocker step, but again, yeah, exactly. They were not at all ahead. We were both literally empty-handed, trying to top deck the one card, or like the one of several cards in our decks that win us the game. Would have been interesting. Can I go back and like draw my cards? It's probably too late now. Oh, never mind. Yeah, my next card was literally Thalia Honor Guard, so I think I was like very much going to win that game. Well, this might be where Moto bugs out and doesn't let me draw more cards, but my next card was Thalia Honor Guard, which I think is 100% lock against my opponent. They might have like a removal spell in their deck, but it seems very unlikely, them being elves. So I'm pretty sure that game is actually over. All right, my conscience is eased a little bit because they were dead regardless. Unless they top decked the Rex Sage or the Shaman of the Pack the exact next turn. They might have Path that gets locked to Chalice one. Yeah, exactly. I can't think of a card that Elves commonly plays that would have been able to beat Tocatli plus Worship. They could have, like, Throne of the God Pharaoh in their deck, I've seen sometimes. That's the one that's like, drain your opponent equal number of tapped creatures you control. But, like, I don't even know if that's sometimes in Elves decks. And I doubt it's in, like, the 4-color playing all these splashes Elves deck. Alright, we're on the die roll. We're on the play. We have turn 1 Arbiter. It's probably pretty sweet. Turn 1 Arbiter, turn 2 Copter, turn 3 Displacer. Let's just hope they're on fetch lands. They brought in Fracturing Gust. That would definitely get me. Let's hope their hand is a bunch of fetch lands. Time to give them the business, Leonin Arbiter. Get him. In before Affinity. Haha! Nope, now we're just gonna play second Arbiter. I was gonna play Copter, but now if they have like a Bolt or something, I don't wanna die to that. Tasted, opponent. Please don't concede. I want you to go to discard so I can find out what your deck you're playing. Oh no, they conceded. Damn it. How did I get to my upkeep? How did Moto get to my upkeep, but they didn't discard the hand size yet? That's weird. Late to the stream. How you doing, my dude? Well, we're 3-0, and we just won game 1 against Bloodstainmire, the deck. Turn 1 Arbiter into turn 2 Arbiter is pretty strong. We're doing pretty well. So what do I board against Bloodstainmire? Is it just nothing? Most likely candidates are Hollow One and Mardu Pyro. Could be like Jund or Dredge, but much more unlikely. Could bring in like Rips. Rips are good against almost every Bloodstainmire deck in the format. I guess they could be Burn In which case, bring in Rip. Maybe I should just not. Yeah, I should just probably sideboard nothing. And there are too many Bloodstain Mire decks that they could be playing for me to board properly. Could be Grixis Shadow, yeah. Yeah. Bringing in Rest in Peace feels really good against most of the Bloodstain Mire decks, but I'm gonna feel like an idiot if they're just on burn. I think Rest in Peace is like the most likely to come in. Or maybe like Stone is the most likely to come in. It's good against Dredge, Pyro, Hollow One, Jund, Burn, Grixis Shadow. I could see like bringing in Stones. We'll just run back to 60 though. I don't know what my opponent's doing. But it was pretty sweet to kill them with just... Never boarded anything if all opponent did was scout. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they didn't just scout. We saw Bloodstained Mire as well, so we had a small amount of knowledge, just not a whole lot. This hand is super heavy in mana. I could just pitch Spirit Guide to this Gemstone Caverns, turn 1 Thalia, start cracking these canopies to find more cards. Might be the most played. But yeah, there are actually a lot of Bloodstained Mire decks when I was starting to count them out. Gemstone Mine, pitch Spirit Guide, Gemstone Cavern. I could actually not pitch Spirit Guide. I could pitch, like, Ghost Quarter or something. And I could cast the Spirit Guide. Exactly! I just thought of that. Not unreasonable to pitch Ghost... I'm not pitching Canopies, just because this hand is very flooded. Pitch Temple, keep Ghost Quarter. That's also reasonable. Because I can see that as well. Although against most Bloodstained Mire decks, Ghost Quarter isn't great, right? It's only good if I find the, I think I want to pitch Ghost Quarter. I'm more likely to draw an Eldrazi than I am to draw, like, something... Yeah, but Eldrazi Temple's better if I draw, like, a Thought-Knot Seer or they're not, like, on a Tron deck or something. I'm going to pitch Ghost Quarter. I might be wrong. But if we draw, like, Thought-Knot, we just get to, like, turn 1 a Thought-Knot Seer. Blood Crypt. Are we getting Burning Inquiried? So, Dredge or... I guess it could actually be Mardu still. Mardu, Dredge, Hollow One. It could be. I mean, there's definitely, like, upsides and downsides to both. There's a lot of my cards in my deck. Like, I have 12 cards in my deck that want Temple, and I have 4 that want Ghost Quarter, right? I have Arbiters that make Ghost Quarter good, but I have Smashers and Thought-Knots and... Wait, what? Gurmag Angler and Goblin Bushwhacker? Why is Goblin Bushwhacker in my opponent's Hollow One deck? Do Smasher. We can cast it next turn too. Beats up this Hollow One. Why is Goblin Bushwhacker in my opponent's Hollow One deck? I'm confused. The elusive Mardu Death Shadow. This isn't normal tech, right? I'm not crazy. Oh, I guess it could be like, is it like the Hollow Vine? Would they play Bushwhacker? Yeah, Hollow Vine. Alright, figured it out. I put the pieces of the puzzle together. It's the Hollow Vine. Oh god, it is the elusive Shadow deck. I guess we're playing the old defensive Reality Smasher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think my opponent has Death Shadow in their deck, and this 2 damage probably won't matter too much. I guess I could try to race them, technically. I have 7 to kill, but that's probably not good. I think I want to keep this Thalia back to Chump Block if needed. If they have, like, another Vengevine or something, it's just very bad for me. I don't think racing favors me very much. We can Chalice on 1 them next turn. Turn off Death Shadows, Faithless Lootings. I'll block. Wow. I take 4 here. They might have a Bolt or something for this. But If they have a bolt, like, I just die if I don't block. Yeah, they're on the Hollow Vine deck with, like, Bridge from Below's and the 0 drops. I assume they're gonna 2-mana bolt this, discard a card. Hopefully they don't have a bolt and they just fired off that hollow one into the void. Then we Chalice on one of them, turn off looting, Death Shadows, Neonates. I don't know what they're casting here. I assume it's a bolt. Collector Brutality, alright, that works too. That's not a very good draw. Could cast it, double block this Vengevine. Opponent has 0 cards in hand. They do get to Faithless Looting if I double block. I think I'm in the market of casting it and then trying to Chalice them next turn. The issue is that if they can cast 2 creature spells. Chalice on 1 puts me to 3. I guess I could cast the Spirit after that. Chalice on 1 puts me to 2, right? Because I also have to pay a life because this Chalice costs mana. Or costs 3 mana. So I want the Chalice one in play, but it might be better to play the Spirit Guide now, double block the Vengevine, next turn play the Chalice. Otherwise I'm going to 2, which severely hampers these Horizon Canopies tapping for mana. I can cast Spirit Guide. I'm playing this land regardless. Spirit Guide, go to 6, double block Vengevine. Hope to fade for a turn, Chalice on 1 into, like, something. Yeah, they're not playing 2 creatures next turn, but, like, over the course of the next couple of turns, they might, like, have something. Because they get to Faithless Looting for a turn and stuff. What is this art? I guess you can't zoom in on Moto. It's like a... Oh, this looks like a Magic Online promo. Double block, Chalice. I assume they're going to looting here? Unless they drew something better. Nope. Holding Q should... Is that a thing? Oh, wow! It also makes a really weird and annoying sound. Alright, yeah, we're super dead. They can buy back this Kermog Angler. With this call to the Netherworld. Man, Chalice would have been really good that turn. Counter his call to the Netherworld. So we can crack a Canopy at least. We can find Dismember, which puts us to 2. Spirit Guide is castable. We'll play Chalice on 1 this turn, though. Because casting the Spirit Guide actually puts me to 5, which makes the Gurmag lethal. Whereas next turn I could technically cast the Spirit Guide and not go to 5. My opponent has 2 creatures. If they have another creature in addition to this Gurmag, we do just die horribly, though. Opponent just didn't cast anything? That seems incorrect. I could Arbiter, but I can't Ghost Quarter them. I think I'll just play the more mana-intensive card. I turn off all the awful Moto sounds, but I also play music. Yeah, the Moto sounds aren't the greatest. I like them just because if you're not playing music, it adds something that's going on to the stream to make people know that things are going on. I guess my opponent might have like F60 the last turn. Or were they actually just trying to set up getting these Vengevines back? Oh no, punished for not playing the Arbiter. Because they can play... Okay, so they're keeping the Gurmag in hand because they want to pair the Gurmag with another creature to just triple Vengevine me out of this game. So we should hope they never hit a creature for the rest of the game. Let's hope they get like another tap land. I get to Ghost Core to them. Alright. Well, I mean, Ghost Core probably doesn't matter, but... We really want to draw Thought-Knot Seer before they draw a second creature, but I find it highly unlikely that they don't have one yet. They should need a creature that costs 2 or less mana. In the next 2 turns. And they can just cast the Angler if they really need to. Because it's a 5/5. It just blocks all my dudes. Big Thalia. Yeah, Big Thalia would be excellent. Big Thalia and Thought-Knot are the cards I'm kind of digging for right now. Yeah, it doesn't even need to resolve because Vengevine's on cast. I guess that's why Bushwhacker's in their deck. No, these guys already have haste. I don't know. Bushwhacker seems kind of odd. But yeah, they have like Insolent Neonates from this Chalice in play. Oh no. Don't cast a spell. Okay. This means I might get to live for a turn. I can't Smasher them, though. Because I only have 4 mana. They're just dead in 2 turns, but they've cast 2 Cathartic Reunions, and they have the Gurmag in hand. They decided to play it. Do they have a... Alright, they don't have a 0, at least. Cast the 3rd Simian Spirit guy. Oh, yeah, I'm holding it. Yeah, I could have smashed them, that's true. I was just so dead set on casting it, I had no idea. So, by attacking, I put them to 5. Whereas... No, they wouldn't be dead even if I draw like a Dismember for it after that. Attacking's not worth it, but... I'm going to play this land because if I draw a White Source, I can actually activate Sheffet Dunes, which is almost lethal. But again, we are just super dead if they have just anything. We are in Simian Spirit Guides. Oh man, 2 Anglers. That's super hard to beat. Oh man, a Death Shadow. I'm technically not dead on board. I can just go to like 2 and lose all my creatures. Yeah, we're super dead. Alright, you got me. Alright, time to go game 3, in which we get to bring in cards such great hits as Rest in Peace, Declaration in Stone, Worship, maybe Cast Out, and cut terrible cards such as... Well, all these cards here are actually like pretty good in this matchup. I guess Copter is not super good. Copter's very slow. I'm on the play, so I can cut some Caverns. Maybe Smushers? Cut some smashers. Chalice seems actually pretty strong against my opponent. They have Death Shadow and Faithless Looting and Insolent Neonate and stuff. Obviously, we just want to have Rest in Peace on turn 1 against them, but... Do I just, like, cut down on Smashers? Casters make 2... Oh, is that why you're looking at the card? I didn't think about that. But yeah, could turn off Vengevine if it was ETB. But if it was ETB, then that Death Shadow would not have worked out for them. Because I had the Chalice. Yeah, this is probably fine. I dig this. This matchup feels pretty good. If I had sideboard in those Rest in Peace, I would have felt smart. Would like to be on the play. I would not like to keep this hand, though. Do I want turn 1 Displacer, or turn 1 Arbiter into turn 2 Nothing, into turn 3 Displacer? I guess Scry. There's a chance Arbiter bodies them like I did last time, but it's less likely now because they're not going to keep, or they're less inclined to keep those fetch land heavy hands, but... Is this better than going to 5? Probably. I do have a lot of good hate cards in my deck. But this is already a reasonably strong hate card. Get them to Arbiter twice. God, that would be the best. I think I'm just supposed to keep this. Seems good enough. This lets me turn to the Displacer after I turn on the Arbiter, but I don't think that's particularly great. Since I don't really need to accelerate out the Displacer, especially with no colorless source. Man, I hope their hand is all fetch lands. Please. Please. No Mountain Bolt. Just play a fetch land and pass. Let me wallow in this delicious victory. Come on. The slow roll. Come on. I hope it could just have a bunch of fetches in your hand, opponent. God, being slow rolled so hard. They 100% have all fetches. With just like this super slow roll. They're deciding if they want to scoot down or wait a few turns. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to just be like, alright, sorry, I just went to the bathroom, I'm right here, alright, Mountain Fatal Sooting Pass. Or like Mountain Boy Arbiter Pass. God. Opponent probably just like went to the bathroom here. Comes back, alright, cool, Arbiter, whatever. Non-fetch land go. The real hope is that they're just like cussing me out in chat. Like they're just really angrily typing into the chat box. Oh no! Well, it took 6, but they are also a Death Shadow deck. Let's try Chalice. Oh no! Run it back. They're on the back foot here. They're at 14. No! Never lucky. Not once in my life lucky. Alright, they didn't pitch a Vengevine at least. 1/1 Death Shadow's pretty scary. We draw Ghost Quarter or something? THC is not bad. Yeah, stop ruining my fun, opponent. Ruining my fun of ruining your fun. Opponent is being real mean here. Shocking and tap Blood Crypt. Makes some sense. They have this Death Shadow. God, this attack. This, like, super mindfuck attack here of I have a Street Wraith man. They've already used 2. They could also have a Bolt, and they just, like, bolt their own face, eat my Thalia. This attack is like super stone cold, stone cold, no fear. Man, I don't think we're gonna win this game. Just triple block Death Shadow? Is that something that's like within the realm of possibility for me? Even if they have 2 Street Wraiths, it's just a 7/7 and it trades with all 3. If they have a Bolt for a creature, we trade. They don't have like a fetch. I can see triple blocking Death Shadow being reasonable. And if this was like no fear attack and they actually don't have anything, it just dies. I dig it. I'm probably going to get blown out by something, but Cycle Street Wraith cast Battle Rage, yeah. Battle Rage gives it double strike, which still just trades with like the Thalia. It would just be a 3/3 with double strike, so first strike damage happens, and then they trade. It only gets to deal 3. They have to, yeah, Cycle Street Wraith plus double strike would be horrible, but I can't imagine Temur Battle Rage is in my opponent's deck. I imagine it's just like a Street Wraith or a Bolt, right? Yeah, I mean, it'd be a 5/5 if they cycle a Street Wraith too. I was just thinking about just Battle Rage. Yeah, it's just Bolt themselves. If it's Bolt themselves twice, we're just super dead. Okay, we get to trade our board for their Death Shadow. Yeah, I got you. I was just trying to think of, all of a sudden I was like, wait, does Temur Battle Rage wreck me? When you mentioned your thing. And then, A, I realized they probably don't have Temur Battle Rage in their deck, and B, it doesn't even wreck me, so. Alright, we need to draw Color Source, please. We also need my opponent's 4 cards in their hand to all be terrible. That is the opposite of a terrible card. That is the opposite of a card I wanted to draw. Yeah, 2 for 3 is definitely something I'm okay with at that stage in the game. I have, like, Crack Canopy to try to find exactly... I'm just, like, dead right now. I need a Crack Canopy to find Eldrazi Temple, I guess? Or Colorless Land plus Spirit Guide. Temple? Worship. Alright. There's a... No, there's not a chance, because I have to chump block here. And then I have to, like... If I Sumi Spirit Guide Worship, we just don't have a creature in play and we die. This was the top card of our deck. We could have actually just played the Worship this turn instead of drawing this Thought Knot. So that's kind of unfortunate. We were 1 card away from stabilizing a game. The opponent has like bolts and stuff they could have beaten the Worship with, or Collective Brutalities. Would have definitely bought us some time. If they have Bolt here, it just didn't matter, right? Just a Vengevine. Alright, the Vengevine means it's lethal, but... Ah! Pitch Spirit Guide. Dang it! It sucked that my opponent just had, like, mono non-fetches that time. I think that's what definitely got us, because we just had 2 Leonin Arbiters that just did stone cold nothing that game. Like, if one of those Arbiters had been a Thalia or something, it would have been very, very good for us. But they were just really bad 2/2s, which is kind of the problem of Leonin Arbiter in Modern, or in general, is that sometimes it's just really bad, even against the decks it's supposed to be good against. Sometimes they just don't have their fetches, and then your card is a Grizzly Bear. They pitched a fetch. Did they pitch a fetch turn 2? What did they play on turn 2? Oh, they did Faithless Loot on turn 1 and played a Hall. Or no, they Street Wraith on turn 1. What did they do on turn 2 again? Oh, they did like something in a Death Shadow. Yeah, like Faithless Looting Death Shadow or something. I would like to be on the play. This hand's, I mean, it's okay, not great. We'll keep it. We have several castable spells and more castable spells that we try not to land. This hand's, these are the hands you're not happy with, but are probably keepable. We just hope we're playing against a deck that Chalice is super good against. I think they drew the non-fetches off the Wraith. Man. Oh no, if I'd had a Spirit Guide. Ooh, Burn. Chalice Void's good against Burn, right? Horizon can't be not good against Burn, but... Chalice Void's gotta be pretty good in here. We just need to draw Eldrazi Temple or just another land that isn't this Horizon Canopy, so I stop taking a bunch of damage. At least this Goblin guy can help with that. Man, Terminal Arbor would have been really good against my opponent here. Eidolon. Yep, flip a temple, please. Flip an Eldrazi Temple. Reveals Dismember. That card's not very good. I take 6 to kill an Eidolon of the Great Revel. Or I could just take 2 and play an Arbiter to trade with whatever. Or I take 3, I guess. God, this Rising Canopy's really punishing me here, but we definitely are still in this game. Depending on how many of my opponent's cards are turned off by this Chalice, which is hopefully most of them. Otherwise, we are super dead. If their hand is just, like, Helix your Arbiter attack, I will trade off this Eidolon any day. I don't know if I'll trade off the Guide. We'll see. I don't think I will, because I can play Copter next turn and just Stonewall the Guide. We'll see what it flips as well. If it flips me a land to play something else, I'll trade with it. Play like THC or Displacer. Finally flipped me a land, thank God. So if I block this, cast THC, I go to 9. I think that's probably fine. Ooh, that means I can Thought Knot as well. Hopefully we just... Opponent going to, like, Helix me in the face? Skullcrack me in the face, sure. So we're at 6. We're dead to any 2-drop burn spells. So 6 and 5 are basically the same life total, so I can cast this Thought Knot next turn. And it's totally fine. Issue is if they have, like... Oh, jeez. Is that lethal? Not quite. But it means I can't cast this Thought Knot. It means I can cast this Displacer, though. Oh, no, I can't, because I'm at 1. I can't cast any of my spells. Dang. Yeah, this Horizon Canopy was super punishing. Them's the breaks. We'll go out on my own terms. This matchup feels pretty good, though. I'm definitely not overly concerned about it. Cut the Dismembers. They're obviously horrible. We're on the play, so we can cut some Caverns as well. I like Cast Out as an answer. A, you don't take damage if you kill an Eidolon with it, and B, these decks play Ensnaring Bridge sometimes. So I don't hate it. You can also just cycle it if you need to. Maybe this is just the sideboard plan. Nothing else seems good. Yeah, I dig this. This is fine. Not secretly some bad card in my deck I was thinking about, but typically these decks that with like Turbo Thought Knots here are super good against Burn. especially because we're also playing Chalices and Thalias and Warships, which have a ton of cards that are very good in the burn matchup. We just want like turn 1 Chalice into turn 2 anything, really. Chalice into Thalia or something. When they're taking their sweet time. Guess I'll go take a look at who I'm gonna host while we're here. Oh, no, never mind. I would like to play first. Oh man, this is all colorless. So I'm not on the draw. I think we just get a better hand than this anyway. I don't think ghost courting myself for a turn 2 Arbiter and a turn 3 Arbiter is super good. Ugh, this hand isn't good either. If there were like 2 temples, I'd think about it. Yeah, we might die here. Ooh. Oh. This hand sucks as well. Got better. We can just Arbiter into Thought-Knot. Arbiter. We can Ghost for them if I want to, but it's probably not gonna be super relevant. They're gonna Goblin Guide me. Rift Bolt deal. Rift Bolt my face, I assume. I don't think they wanna. They might go after the Arbiter if their hand is like all fetch lands and 2-drops. Where's this going? I mean, I don't care. If they kill this Arbiter, it's whatever. We thought not them, and this Arbiter gained us 3 life. And took a card out of their hand. Deal. Please play Eidolon on the Great Revel this turn. That'd just be amazing. Well, they can't Searing Blaze a Thought-Knot Seer here. Which I imagine is what this plan was. So I can Searing Blaze most cards that they play this turn. So we are 100% going to jam this Thought-Knot Seer into their face. Deal. Fire off like a Boros Charm or a Helix. Yep. Fire off their biggest burn spell. Skullcrack, sure. Yep, they have the Searing Blaze already. They have 2 Searing Blaze. Interesting. So they can actually just Searing Blaze, Lightning Bolt my guy. I could take the Bolt. And they have to, like, suspend Rift Bolt. But then these Searing Blazes aren't online. They have to, like, Searing Blaze it. Or they have to Rift Bolt it plus non-active Searing Blaze. Unless they don't play the land next turn. I think I just take this Bolt to keep the Thought-Knot alive as long as possible. They can play the Stomping Ground. What do they draw? Another 1-drop burn spell? Yeah, Blaze Bolt. What did they do? Yeah, they drew a Bolt. Bummer. So they have Blaze Rift Bolt left in their hand. Ghost Core to them off of white is pretty good. If they draw a land, they can Searing Blaze this Arbiter Yeah, obviously if their top card is Bolt, I'd rather have taken the second Blaze, because it means that they're less likely to be able to kill my creatures. This Lava Man's obnoxious. This does not look like it's going to end well unless I can draw some really good cards here. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. I'm going to attack because it's my Arbiter's last turn on this Earth. I'm going to shoot all their lands. And hope we can get there before my opponent does. They Rift Bolt my face because they can just Lava Mancer my Arbiter. Oh, they drew a land. Please fetch. Fetch right now. Fetch before you activate Lava Mancer. No. They saw the line. I don't even want to crack this Canopy, do I? Most of my... All of my 2-drops die to this, besides, I guess, Chalice. And cracking this Canopy turns off my Thought Knots. Maybe I'm supposed to crack. I'll probably crack it anyway, though. Question is, I guess I would play a Chalice if I drew it, though. I'd play Chalice on one. So I should crack the Canopy. I'll play that. That's a thing. It's not super good here. We're at 11, staring down this Lava Mancer with 7 cards in the yard, so it gets 4 activations with this Mesa in play. We want to try like Displacer here or something. Now they have a million fetch times for the Searing Blaze. Now we just want to draw like land plus Thought Knot. It's probably not even worth playing this THC. It just dies to this Grim Lava Mancer, and they can just... I play THC, animate Copter, they blaze the Copter, ping off the... use Lava Mancer to kill Thalia, and then we're just dead. We just pass. And we wouldn't get a very good Eludin, even if we somehow attacked through the Searing Blaze. I feel like we're dead here. I think we're very unfavored. That is for sure. We have to draw like Chalice of the Void into land into Chalice on 2. And even then, now we're just getting beat down. Alright, at least I can loot this away now. Although we're just at 8. My opponent fetches, Searing Blazes this Thalia or the Copter. I go to 5. They untap. Grim Lava Mancer puts me to 3. Yeah, we're toast. Unless they like misplay and don't fetch until this resolves. I guess they could just fetch a mountain too. They'd have to misplay again and try to go get a Shockland, which wouldn't make sense, since they already have the Sacred Foundry. Come on, get a Shockland and then shock it in. Dang, they saw the line. Such a promise these are. Yeah, the old 3-0 into 3-2. Feels bad, man. At least it's better than like the 2-0 into 2-3 that I usually do. I think this is like a very winnable. Yeah, we're dead. Cool. I think this is a favorite matchup for this deck. It's the first time I played it, right? Maybe like the second. Yeah, the second time I played it. And I won the first time. 5, 3, and 3. The classic 3-2. Not bad, not great. Deck's still fun. I enjoy it. Definitely shouldn't be playing these Damping Spheres. They could be like any other playable sideboard card in this deck, and I think they would be a lot better. Damping Sphere just doesn't do enough right now. Burn with like you're a Chalice and Thought-Knot deck. You can't be unfavored against Burn, especially with the Thalias and stuff as well. But that is for another day when I pick up this deck again. For now, we're gonna go find someone to host and stop getting hit with a shark. And ooh, Strifo is streaming. Their title is Legacy Challenge, which I don't think that's like right now. They practicing for Legacy Challenge, maybe? I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to give a quick wrap up, and then we're going to go host Strifo, who is playing Punching Deck, which absolutely murders Death and Taxes, but Strifo's a cool guy. Anyhow, thank you all for watching today. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you want to see more, if you want to see a bunch of Death and Taxes stuff, that is the main thing we do on this channel. Decks with Thalias in them. You can hit the follow button. Costs you totally nothing. Helps you know when I'm going live. Helps other people find my content as well. Other ways to support the channel are subscriptions or donations. Subscriptions can get you the sweet Thalia emote sitting in the sideboard of the chat box. Donations, I'd be more than willing to play Death and Taxes decks that you want to see streamed. If you want to see a certain card, certain color splash, certain format, just hit me up. Let me know what your plans are, and let me see how I can help with them. Anyhow, thank you all for watching, and I hope you had fun tonight. Catch you guys all tomorrow for some Eldrazi taxes. I need a side shark emote. I do need a shark emote. As soon as when we hit partner, we'll have a shark emote, I'm sure. A shark emote and a Wasteland Strangler emote. The Wasteland Strangler one's for
pay me
for all the time. Anyhow, catch you guys later.
not doing the emotes for free.